Rusame reader, Kurosong, and today I will be reading to you from Desert Road by Doomsday Phoenix. Now, on to Chapter 4. Russia and America had been on the road for about 4 hours now. They weren't planning on going anywhere specific, they just wanted to escape. See things. America had often told Russia about how beautiful the countryside was, specifically the desert. So perhaps that would be their final destination. Spend a week or two out there, and then drive back home. The sun was just starting to set, and America was getting kinda hungry. "Hey, Russ, you up for some food?" he asked his friend. "Sure, I can eat. Where should we stop?" Russia smiled. America began looking around for signs. Eventually, the camper passed one, stating a few restaurants that could be found off the next exit. Perfect, America thought. It's for the best anyway. I'm pretty exhausted. He broke off in a yawn. As if on cue, Russia laughed. "You know, when we get back on the road, I can drive this time while you can sleep." "Thanks, but you don't have to." America smiled as he drove through the exit. "It's only fair," Russia protested, rolling down his window to get a better look around. All right. See anything you like?" America asked. Russia pointed at a nearby plaza. "Can we check over there?" "I see a couple of good ones. Let's go." After returning from the plaza, food in hand, the pair took their seats at the camper's table. They opened up the bags and began to eat. America had gotten a salad, while Russia had gotten a small order of fries. After a few minutes, America snatched the remote for the TV across the table and turned it on. Immediately, the news popped up on screen. There was a story regarding global tension. Nothing new. If anything, the news channel was over-exaggerating. America changed it to a weather channel instead, before stabbing his salad with his fork. "For the area shown here," the weatherman droned, "there will be clear skies with some clouds here and there. Temperatures will be in the 70s and can reach as high as the 90s in some places. There's a slight possibility of some isolated storms out west in the next couple of days." "Storms?" Russia looked up from his fries. "Not here. More out west," America answered through a mouthful of salad. "I wouldn't worry. They'll probably pass by the time we swing around there." Russia shrugged. He glanced at the wall clock. 8:42 it read. "It's getting a little late. Should we call it for the night?" he asked. "Yeah, we need to be well rested if we don't want to fall asleep at the wheel," America snickered. "Ha! Unlikely. We're driving shifts, remember? In the morning, I'm going to be the one that's going to drive." Russia smiled smugly. America merely rolled his eyes playfully. "Whatever. I don't have the energy to fight you on it." America finished off his salad and tossed the container into the trash. He made his way over to the back of the camper, where the bed was folded up against the wall. Grasping for the handle at the top, he gently brought it down, the cables keeping it level. He smoothed out the bedspread and adjusted the pillows, making it look nicer. It was a bit on the smaller side, but it would have to do. Russia walked over. His expression meant he was probably thinking the same thing. You, don't toss and turn too much, right?" he asked, to which America started laughing. "Nah, you don't have to worry, Russ. I'll just take a side and make sure I don't bother you." "All right, America," Russia grinned. "But if you end up shoving me off this bed, so help me." He menacingly took a step forward towards America, causing him to shove the other way gently. "I can't promise anything," he said slyly. Making sure all the shades were down, the lights were off, and the door was locked, the pair clambered into the bed. The bed was a bit stiff, but at least the blanket would keep them warm. I wonder how many hours we'll be on the road tomorrow, America thought. Hopefully the traffic won't be bad. Get away, it's gonna come down, came a shout from somewhere behind America. He barely heard, though. He was fixated on the crumbling building before him. The Capitol. He knew it was just an illusion, fabricated from his mind. He tried to tell himself that, but some invisible force rooted him to the spot. The ground began to swallow up the marble structure, causing the earth to crack and split. The hole grew wider and wider until it was nearly at America's feet. He swayed for a moment before falling forwards, the blackness of the hole coming up to meet him. Gasping, America flung open his eyes and shot forward, sitting up in bed. Slowing down his breathing, he wiped the sweat from his forehead. It was just a dream. It was just a dream. He shook his head, trying to clear his thoughts of the awful nightmare. It was difficult, though, for this nightmare had been a reoccurring one for quite some time now. He was just about to lie back down when he heard Russia beside him. "You all right?" he asked, rubbing the sleep from his eyes. "I'm fine. Just a bad dream is all." "Was it about the Capitol again?" America nodded his head slowly. "I'm sorry, but you gotta remember, something like that will never happen. Still, I hope that dream stops reoccurring." Russia bore a look of sympathy. America felt himself tearing up. "I still can't help but feel guilty about everything. Sometimes I feel like Russia interrupted him. "Guilt is a natural thing. Some things are just out of our control. We have to learn to live with that." But the nation wasn't sure what else to say. "I know it's a hard thing to face." Russia put a hand on his friend's shoulder. "But just know this. You're doing good." America leaned on him a little, wiping away a few tears that had fallen. "Now come on, let's get back to bed. It's very early in the morning," Russia said after a while. He gave his friend a hug before settling back down. America, now calmed, did the same, curling up under the blanket once more. Sleep found him quickly. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.